Imagine awakening as a dawn of consciousness, where the light of understanding slowly illuminates the landscapes of our mind and soul. We will explore the 7 important changes that many experience after their spiritual awakening, each a step towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Join us as we embark on this enlightening exploration, shedding light on the transformation that awaits on the path of spiritual discovery. 1. Perception of self and the world. Experiencing a spiritual awakening often leads to a profound shift in how one perceives themselves and the world around them. This transformation is not just about changing beliefs or attitudes. It's a deeper, more fundamental shift in understanding. After a spiritual awakening, the distinction between the self and the universe begins to blur, leading to a sense of oneness with all that exists. This new perspective can bring about a profound sense of connection and empathy towards others and nature. Individuals often report feeling less egocentric and more aware of the interconnectedness of life. The materialistic and superficial values that once seemed important tend to lose their appeal, replaced by a pursuit of deeper, more meaningful experiences. Many find that their priorities shift dramatically, with a newfound appreciation for simplicity, authenticity, and spiritual fulfillment. The world no longer appears as a mere physical or material reality, but as a dynamic, spiritual entity with deeper layers of meaning. This change in perception also brings a heightened sense of intuition and a deeper trust in one's inner guidance and wisdom. A heightened sensitivity to the energy of places, people, and situations becomes common, often leading to more mindful and deliberate choices. The beauty in life's simple moments becomes more evident, and the sense of wonder and awe in the everyday becomes a new norm. Old fears and anxieties start to diminish as a new, more profound understanding of life's challenges and their purpose unfolds. There's a growing sense of inner peace and stability, regardless of external circumstances. The need for external validation decreases as the journey turns increasingly inward to seek answers and fulfillment. Relationships undergo transformation. Connections that are not aligned with one's true self and purpose may fall away, making room for more authentic and meaningful interactions. Judgments and prejudices begin to dissolve, replaced by compassion and understanding. There's an increased awareness of synchronicities and the belief that there are no coincidences, only purposeful events and encounters. The pursuit of personal growth and self-improvement becomes a significant focus, often leading to changes in lifestyle, habits, and even career paths. A deeper sense of gratitude for life and its myriad experiences, both challenging and joyful, emerges. This new perception of self and the world marks the beginning of a journey filled with growth, discovery, and profound inner change. 2. Deepening of inner peace and emotional balance. A spiritual awakening often heralds a journey towards greater inner peace and emotional balance. This deepening of peace is not a mere absence of conflict, but a profound sense of serenity that persists even in challenging times. Individuals may find themselves less reactive to situations that previously would have caused stress or anger. There's a growing ability to observe emotions without being overwhelmed by them, leading to a more balanced emotional life. The awakening fosters an understanding that emotions are transient and not an inherent part of one's true self. With this understanding, there's a shift from impulsively acting on emotions to mindfully responding to them. Meditation and mindfulness practices often become valuable tools for maintaining this emotional equilibrium. This emotional balance allows for clearer thinking and decision-making, unclouded by the turbulence of unchecked feelings. There's a noticeable decrease in feelings of fear, anxiety, and insecurity, replaced by a sense of trust in the universe and its processes. The need for external sources of happiness diminishes as contentment and joy start to spring from within. Relationships improve as one becomes more emotionally stable and less prone to projecting personal issues onto others. There's a newfound ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. This emotional balance is not a static state, but a dynamic process of continuous growth and learning. As emotional balance deepens, so does the capacity for empathy and compassion towards others. The deepening of inner peace often leads to a desire for a simpler, more peaceful lifestyle, sometimes resulting in significant lifestyle changes. Moments of solitude and silence are cherished, as they provide opportunities for introspection and connection with the inner self. The fear of change and the unknown begins to diminish, as one learns to flow with life rather than resist it. This new emotional landscape allows for a more joyful and fulfilling experience of life. There's a sense of being grounded and centered, even amidst life's chaos and unpredictability. Ultimately, this deepening of inner peace and emotional balance becomes a cornerstone for a more mindful, conscious way of living. 3. Evolution of relationships and social dynamics. After a spiritual awakening, one's approach to relationships and social interactions often undergoes a significant transformation. There's a shift towards seeking deeper, more meaningful connections, often leading to a reevaluation of existing relationships. Superficial interactions may lose their appeal, as the awakened individual craves conversations and interactions that are authentic and soul-nourishing. Relationships based on ego, competition, or material interests may fall away, making room for those that align with higher spiritual and emotional values. There's an increased awareness of the energy in relationships. People start to gravitate towards those who uplift and support their spiritual journey. Boundaries become more important, as there's a greater understanding of the need to protect one's energy and peace. The awakened individual often becomes a source of calm, understanding, and inspiration within their social circles, sometimes challenging but often enriching the dynamics. Old friendships might be tested. Those that are truly strong grow deeper, while others may naturally dissolve. There's a new level of honesty and transparency in interactions. Superficial pleasantries give way to genuine expressions of feelings and thoughts. Empathy and compassion in dealing with others increase, as there's a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. The awakening can lead to a sense of isolation initially, as one navigates through these changes, but this often gives way to the formation of new, more aligned social circles. Family dynamics might also shift, as the individual begins to interact with family members in more conscious and mindful ways. There's a growing ability to see and appreciate the divine nature in others, fostering a sense of unity and oneness in interactions. Social activities and gatherings that once were enjoyable might change, as preferences shift towards more serene, spiritually uplifting environments. Interactions are no longer just about socializing or entertainment, but about sharing, growing, and learning from each other. The need for constant socialization decreases as comfort in solitude and self-reflection grows. There's a conscious effort to be present in interactions, fully engaging with others rather than being distracted or preoccupied. The individual may become a guide or mentor to others on their spiritual journeys, sharing insights and experiences. Overall, relationships become less about what one can gain from others and more about how they can grow, learn, and journey together in mutual respect and understanding. 4. Enhanced intuition and connection to the inner voice. A spiritual awakening often leads to a heightened sense of intuition, opening new channels of inner wisdom and understanding. This enhanced intuition manifests as a deeper trust in one's gut feelings and inner guidance, leading to more confident decision-making. The noise of external opinions and societal expectations dims, allowing the individual's true voice to emerge more clearly. There's an increased ability to discern between the chatter of the mind and the profound insights of the heart. Intuitive insights often come in the form of spontaneous ideas, sudden understandings, or even vivid dreams and visions. The awakened individual learns to pay attention to these intuitive nudges and recognize them as valuable guidance. Meditation and mindfulness practices become vital tools for cultivating and honing this intuitive connection. There's a sense of being guided, not just by logic and reason, but by a deeper, more holistic understanding of situations. The journey of awakening often leads to experiences that defy logical explanation, further reinforcing trust in the unseen and intuitive aspects of life. Intuition begins to play a significant role in both small daily choices and major life decisions. This connection to the inner voice also fosters a sense of self-reliance and independence as the individual learns to trust their own wisdom. The fears and doubts that once clouded judgment give way to a clearer, more aligned sense of direction. This enhanced intuition is often accompanied by an increased sensitivity to the energies of environments and people. There's a growing sense of synchronicity and meaningful coincidences, which are viewed as signposts along the spiritual journey. Decision-making becomes a more serene and centered process as the individual learns to consult their inner compass before seeking external guidance. The awakened person often experiences moments of profound insight and clarity, which seem to arise spontaneously from within. This deepened intuitive connection also opens the door to more creative and inspired thinking, leading to innovative solutions and ideas. The individual might find themselves drawn to spiritual and metaphysical studies, seeking to further understand and develop their intuitive abilities. Trusting in this inner guidance leads to a life that feels more authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with one's true purpose. As intuition becomes a trusted ally, the journey of life transforms into a more conscious, deliberate, and spiritually guided adventure. 5. A deeper appreciation for the present moment. One of the most profound changes following a spiritual awakening is the deepened appreciation for the present moment. The concept of living in the now transforms from a philosophical idea to a lived experience. Individuals find themselves more immersed in the current moment, finding beauty and depth in the everyday. This heightened presence leads to a reduction in worries about the past and anxieties about the future. Everyday activities like walking, eating, or listening become opportunities for mindfulness and joy. There's an awakening to the realization that the present moment is the only true reality we have. The rush to get to the next thing diminishes as one learns to find fulfillment in what is happening right now. This appreciation for the present moment also brings a greater awareness of life's impermanence, enhancing gratitude for each experience. The beauty of nature, the nuances of relationships, and the simple joys of life are experienced more fully and deeply. Mundane tasks are no longer seen as chores, but as opportunities to engage fully with life. This shift often leads to a slowing down of the pace of life, as individuals savor and appreciate the richness of each moment. Moments of silence and stillness are cherished, providing a deeper connection to the self and the universe. The present moment becomes a space of peace and clarity, where life's truths are more readily perceived. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or conscious breathing, become essential tools in cultivating this presence. Life's small pleasures are celebrated, and the beauty and simplicity becomes apparent. The habit of multitasking and constant busyness is replaced by a focus on doing one thing at a time, with full attention and appreciation. This deeper presence in the moment leads to more authentic and meaningful interactions with others. Creative endeavors and hobbies are approached with a new sense of wonder and immersion. This appreciation of the present moment fosters a sense of contentment and well-being, reducing the need for external validation or material possessions. Ultimately, living in the present moment becomes a way of life, infusing each day with a sense of purpose, wonder, and gratitude. 6. Shift in life priorities and values. A spiritual awakening often triggers a profound shift in life priorities and values, aligning them more closely with one's true essence and purpose. Material success and societal status, once paramount, tend to lose their grip as primary motivators. There's a gravitation towards values like compassion, authenticity, and altruism, which take precedence over competition and acquisition. Priorities shift from external achievements to internal growth and spiritual development. Many experience a call to contribute to the greater good, finding fulfillment in service and helping others. The awakened individual often reevaluates career choices, relationships, and lifestyle, seeking alignment with their newfound values. Activities and goals that once seemed important may no longer hold the same appeal, leading to significant changes in daily life and long-term plans. There's a greater emphasis on personal well-being, mental health, and holistic living, often accompanied by changes in diet, exercise, and self-care practices. The pursuit of wealth and luxury may give way to a desire for simplicity and minimalism. Relationships are valued for depth and authenticity, rather than social convenience or status. Success is redefined, no longer measured solely by societal standards, but by personal growth, happiness, and the positive impact one has on others. Leisure time is spent in activities that nourish the soul and foster personal growth, such as nature walks, meditation, reading, or artistic pursuits. The desire to learn and understand becomes a key driving force, often leading to exploration in areas like spirituality, philosophy, and the human condition. The concept of time changes. It's no longer a commodity to be managed, but a sacred space to be honored and used purposefully. There's a heightened sense of responsibility towards the environment and future generations, often leading to more sustainable and eco-friendly choices. The pursuit of personal authenticity becomes a top priority, often leading to a journey of self-discovery and expression. Financial and career decisions are made with consideration for ethical and spiritual implications, not just economic benefits. There's a growing desire for community and connection with like-minded individuals who share similar values and aspirations. The awakened person often finds joy in simplicity and learns to find abundance in what they already have. This shift in priorities and values represents a fundamental change in how one views and interacts with the world, leading to a life that is more fulfilling, meaningful, and aligned with one's true self. 7. Enhanced sense of purpose and direction. A significant outcome of spiritual awakening is the emergence of a clearer sense of purpose and direction in life. This enhanced purpose is often tied to a deeper understanding of one's unique role in the tapestry of existence. The pursuit of personal goals aligns more with contributing to the greater good and fulfilling one's spiritual destiny. There's a newfound clarity about what truly matters, guiding decisions and actions with a sense of intention and focus. This sense of purpose transcends mere career or personal achievements. It encompasses a holistic approach to life and relationships. The individual often experiences a calling or a deep urge to pursue paths that resonate with their soul, even if these defy conventional norms. There's a reduction in existential angst or feelings of aimlessness, replaced by a confident stride towards meaningful objectives. This purpose-driven life is characterized by activities and pursuits that are enriching, fulfilling, and aligned with one's core values. The direction in life becomes less about societal expectations and more about personal and spiritual evolution. Life's challenges are viewed as opportunities for growth and fulfillment of one's purpose, rather than obstacles or setbacks. There's a sense of being guided by a higher power, the universe, or one's higher self, instilling confidence and courage in the face of uncertainty. Decision-making becomes more intuitive and heart-centered as the individual trusts in their path and purpose. This enhanced sense of purpose often leads to greater creativity and inspiration, as one aligns with their true passions and talents. There's a greater willingness to take risks and step out of comfort zones, driven by the conviction of one's purpose. The journey of life becomes a meaningful adventure, filled with learning, discovery, and the fulfillment of one's potential. Relationships and interactions are imbued with purpose, focusing on mutual growth, support, and the sharing of wisdom. Prioritizing purpose over profit or popularity, the individual often makes choices that are more authentic and rewarding. This clear sense of direction and purpose provides a sense of peace and contentment, knowing that one is living in alignment with their true self. The journey of spiritual awakening culminates in a life lived with intention, passion, and a deep sense of fulfillment, marking a profound transformation in one's existence. As we conclude our exploration of the 7 profound changes after a spiritual awakening, we find ourselves at the threshold of a new understanding. These transformations are not just milestones on a spiritual journey, but signposts guiding us towards a more fulfilling and authentic existence. We invite you to reflect on these changes and how they resonate with your personal experiences. Share your journey and insights with our community in the comments below. Thank you for being a part of Awakening Spirit. If this exploration has illuminated your path, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that seeks to enlighten and inspire. Remember, each step of awakening is a step towards a more conscious and connected life. Until our next journey, may you walk in awareness and peace.